So now that you made a podcast just for me, I can make one just for you also and talk about some things. I'm sitting right now waiting for my friend. Today I was going to hitchhike from Gothenburg to Stockholm, but it didn't work out. So I stood and waited for a few hours, and then I was going to give up. So I called my friend, he didn't answer. But then, like a miracle, another friend called, my friend. He called and said that I should listen to some old school hip-hop from Canada that he found, that he sent me on SMS, and he thinks I really would like it. And then I asked him if we can grab a beer. So my friend comes to my rescue because I have I was also standing in the wrong place. Not the best place to stand if you're gonna hitchhike from Gothenburg to Stockholm. So I was standing there all day, and then my friend sends me music that he thinks that I will like, and I ask him if we can have a beer, and we can. So I'm right now waiting for my friend at the place, and I bought a night bus to Stockholm for around 70 euro. So that's how it will be solved. So even though it's not cool to wait all day for hitchhiking, it got pretty cool anyways, because now I can have a beer with my friend, and also I listened to the music that he sent me, and that feels really good when you have stood all day and waited and had your thumb out. And also I wrote on a little cartoon thing, Stockholm, so the cars knows where I'm going. So when you've done that for hours, then awesome to just have some cool music to listen to that my friend sent me. And yeah, so I'll take the night bus. I mean, it's 70 euro. Whatever, man. It's like I learned something from this, is that you really should make sure you have a good place to stand if you're gonna hitchhike. But either way. So I will also make a quick response to what you said in the podcast to me, that I should move away from the people that I live with. And I want to do this. I even wanted to do this a week ago. I am going to move away from this house because I don't like this. But I also think that you shouldn't be rude to people. You should treat people nice even though they're not nice to you. But it's like these people are not just rude, they want me out of the house. It's very obvious. We don't work, there's no synergy. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's like if you live together with other people in a house, then you're all kind of part of the same group in the house. And these people right now, it's very obvious that I don't fit into the group. In the beginning they liked me, and we watched TV series, but yeah, just like you're saying, it's not it's definitely not a good idea. And I knew this already a week ago, so I'm basically going to move out of this house. And so I'll make a response video to the video that you made, where you said that I should move away from the house where I live, and I completely agree. I don't fit there. I don't work with these people, so I am moving out. I have a dream to live in a house about, well, I have a dream to live in a house that I know that is about to get sold, but if somehow people paid for the things that has to be paid in this house, there's a lot of opportunity with this house. You could make a cafe, you can make a hip-hop club, you can make all kinds of stuff, art, events. There's a lot of potential with the house, but it's about to get sold. For example, this weekend there was a viewing of the house, and what I mean by that is people came and looked at the house that were contemplating on buying it, because the owner of the house is going to sell it, or he's in the process of selling it. But I know that what he really wants, what he really wishes, is that someone took over the house. Of course, that's what he wants. That's why he doesn't get mad when I go to there and I find the key that is hidden. I find the key that is hidden and I hang out there. He just thinks it's funny that I do that. And he even said to me, that's the same thing that I would do if I wasn't your age. So, but it's like a sinking ship, basically. So, this is a response to the thing you said about the fact that the people that I live with are not good for me. I completely agree with you, and I want to move out of this house. And I will move out of this house. I have said that I'm moving out. My plan is to move to a house in southern Sweden, and my dream is to start a cafe there, and also a hip-hop club, and also have concerts there, and also have art events there. So a lot of dreams, but it's impossible when you're only one person with the same visions and the same dreams. And I have no friends that are also interested in this. So now I'm going to Stockholm. I'm going to meet a man that I know, that I haven't met for about 3 months. He lives he lives in a trailer, and I think he has lived there for all winter. I met him when I was visiting this place where there's a lot of graffiti on walls last autumn. Or first we actually met on another place, and we talked, and there was a bonfire, and we sat, or he made a bonfire, and we sat there and talked a lot. And I made some graffiti and showed him, and we talked a lot about life and about like what's important in life and stuff like that. I don't know. It was a pretty nice conversation. But then after that, like 1 or 2 days after, he moved in with his trailer to this place where there's a lot of graffiti, and he just started to live there. And he saw a sign in his license plate and the name of the city with all the no, not the city, the name of this place with all the graffiti. So he thought that he was like supposed to be there also. But either way, I'm getting carried away now because talking about a lot of details instead of just getting to the point. So I'm going to Stockholm now because I'm gonna visit this person that lives in a trailer where there's a lot of graffiti. And last autumn I was there a little bit and got to know him, and he really wanted someone to paint on his trailer, but there was no one that wanted to do it, and I'm gonna do that now. So yeah, it's pretty cool adventures. And also the YouTube videos, for me, that is a project that I have that is just for fun. Like, if I could earn money on that, why not? But money is not the reason why I do that. And also, if I would make music, I wouldn't make music to earn money. But at the same time, you gotta survive, so you need money. You have to find the balance there, what works for you. Yeah, and the YouTube videos, they're just fun, basically. They're just fun. Find something to talk about. You have thoughts about things you observe in the world, then you want to talk about it, you want to describe it. It's about getting the truth out, I guess. And it's about just having fun. It's a fun project. It's a free time project. It's not a commercial project. And other than that, I would love to make more philosophical studies and upload to my YouTube channel of reading different philosophy books and taking notes, because I did this yesterday. I sat for almost the entire day and took notes from this book and rewrote the notes and made a lot of statements. Like, I sorted out all the information from the philosophy book that I thought was the most important information. And this is actually something that I am very passionate about, or something that I really like. So I want to do that more. So I'm still sitting here waiting for my friend. He just called and he said that he will be here in around 15 minutes. So he's a little bit late. So I can make another recording for you. So my friend is a little bit late. He will be here in about 10 minutes. So I'm still waiting for him. And I can talk about what I want to do more on my YouTube channel. I would love to do more studies of philosophy books. So taking notes of the books and writing down different kind of statements about information from the book that you think is important, like sorting out things that you think is interesting from the book, and then talk about those things from my perspective, kind of, because I'm probably gonna have the same perspective as the person that wrote the book. So then I'm probably gonna say pretty much the same thing as which is written in the book. So I want to do that more. Talk about cool, interesting stuff that I read, that I think is interesting to talk about. So in this society, or I could have said in this life, but I will say in this society, you need money in order to survive. And you can either work, like have a full-time job somewhere, but that's really exhausting because you have almost no energy to do stuff on your free time. And you can also be an artist and earn money like that. And you can also start a place, like a restaurant or something like that. And I have a crazy idea, and it is to start a place which is not a capitalistic place, but a place based on giving. I will explain. It is a cafe where the coffee is free, but anyone can donate to the place money. So, and also on the wall there is a system. It's a website, and it says exactly how much it costs to run this place, how much all the stuff that you can buy in the place costs, how much the rent costs, and all the other costs. So that people can see clearly on the screen how much money is needed in order to keep this place running. So people can then donate whatever they want, and like that the place can be maintained. And the coffee is completely free. There's a kitchen where people can make their own sandwiches, depending on who wants to work in the place. Maybe there's a person that makes sandwiches there on Fridays, maybe. I don't know, but I think that it is possible to make a place like that works like that. I have never seen it. I've seen events where people give away free food and take donations. That's kind of the same thing. But yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. So if you talk about philosophical subjects, like the things that I sent to you earlier, the links, the Dropbox links. If you want to have philosophical discussions and create them as a project, where should you upload them? Because the internet exists, and the internet, basically, anyone that has a connection to the internet can get all the information that is available on the internet. So if you want to share philosophical discussions on the internet, where should you share them? I mean, you have YouTube, that's obviously the biggest video sharing platform. You also have a thing called PeerTube, which is like anyone can make their own YouTube-like website. It's a lot like ProBoards, because ProBoards, anyone can make their own ProBoards forum, and with PeerTube, anyone can make their own YouTube, basically. But it's very hard. I've made ProBoards forums, and PeerTube is a lot harder. And also, where are you gonna store your videos? If you have your own website that you have on your own free web hotel, where are you gonna store your videos? Most free web hotels doesn't allow for storing video files, because video files are heavy. So where are you gonna have them? Well, obviously PeerTube is an alternative if you want to spend like a good 2-3 months doing that, and also maybe it costs. You can create your own YouTube. That works. You can do that. You can probably design it however you want to. That's what you can do. Then you have your own YouTube. And other than that, I don't know. I don't know where you can upload videos, really. So I will say this again to you, because you can talk about a lot of stuff. You can talk about philosophy. You can talk about gang stalkers. You can talk about people and how people are rude. But really, I don't think anything right now in my life is more important than my dream. My dream, which is to have a cafe, and I have so many ideas about this, about what you can do, and this is everything that I want to spend my energy doing right now. And of course, on my free time, make videos about philosophy and stuff like that. But it's like I have a dream, and I think it's possible to create this dream. It just needs to be done. I need more people, basically. Let's just be honest about that. I need more people, because right now I don't know anyone that wants to do this with me. I have friends that are interested in visiting the place when it's complete. I think it's a cool idea, but I have nobody that wants to do this together with me. So right now I'm going to visit some old friends in Stockholm, and I'm going to tell them about my dreams and ask them if we can go down to the house, because I know a guy that has a trailer, and he will let me paint graffiti all over his trailer, because that was his dream last autumn, but there was nobody that wanted to do graffiti on his trailer. I didn't want to do that either. I had no energy to do that. But now I have a lot of energy to do that, and I'll make the coolest trailer that he could imagine with graffiti. And I absolutely don't need any drugs to do that. I can be sober. I need a cup of coffee though. And I'm gonna make him the coolest trailer that I can possibly do. And then I'm gonna ask him if he wants to make this cafe together with me. Yeah, so that's basically my life right now. I am moving out of this house and gonna see what happens. Yeah, and also when you're hitchhiking, you should always have the book The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in your pocket, because it brings good luck. So Erich Fromm, in his book The Art of Loving, I have the Swedish translation by the way, but in this book he writes a lot about human psychology, and like he doesn't directly write about today's society, but some things you can read there definitely help you understand some things that happen in today's society. And I'm talking about people that seem like zombies and shit like that. So if you read this book, you will definitely understand more. And after I read this book, it's like, and also I can say that I think you should read the book The Art of Loving by Erich Fromm, because he speaks about a lot of stuff that you also speak about, and I think he has a lot of ideas that you also have in that book. And it also makes a lot of sense to me. I think every page in that book makes sense to me, and it makes a lot of sense to me. It's like after reading this book, I am very happy because I realized that there is another person that really, really knows what they're doing. Like a person that basically isn't stupid. A person that's like for real. Sometimes it's hard to find words. It's a person. It's basically. But like after reading this book, it's like I'm so happy because this person knows exactly how like people should be in society, like peace. Yeah, and I think a lot of people know about that, not just him. Maybe, I don't know, man. So my friend is taking really long time now before he comes. I'm waiting for him. But I have done the same thing a few times. So there's not anything wrong here. What else? I don't know. I can also tell you that I think that your podcast videos are really interesting. And my podcast videos I do as a fun free time project, because I think it's awesome to talk about interesting philosophical topics. And I don't know if you have the same perspective with your videos, but I make my videos because it's very fun, I think, to talk about stuff that is interesting. And I think that you also talk about a lot of interesting stuff. That's cool. Yeah. And what else? No, there's nothing else to say. I think that you're able to see some things that not everyone is able to see, and you really seem to have an interest in understanding the world, and that's cool. I think that many people nowadays don't really understand the world. I mean, I think many people don't have an interest in understanding the world further. They think they understand enough, I think. So, but other people, I think, want to understand more and more and more. But I think that many people cannot understand certain things. I don't know why, really. But I think... Yo.